Well, welcome back here to Chaos TV. My name is Matt Hoven here, live from the casting couch. Do not Google that. And so we're ready to go on the way for yet another Geek Sports TV weekly. Sadly enough, this week we won't be able to do week number 5 as we intended due to S2 completely overhauling their server structure, and therefore the replay server is down. Ironically, does this come at a time that the Forest of Caldavra map has been completely and utterly overhauled, and it's completely different as well. Silhouette, who's been nerfed from turning into a superstar destroyer into a super piece of crap. So basically, that is a bit of a change in that one. Also, they completely refurbished the way Kongor is handled in the new version of the map. But this week, since we won't be able to access the week number 5 replay, we're forced to kind of go to week number 3 instead, because that replay is available on the geeksports.tv website. To Christoph, it would be nice if you actually uploaded the replays from all the newer cups as well to the site, so we can download it in case S2 decides to throw the server down again. That would be absolutely swell, and I'm really looking forward to how HoNcast is going to handle all the issues at DreamHack in 7 days. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be enjoying that. In the meantime, though, it is Team Hellas versus O'Shisal. Hellas, who has been active in many of the Geek Sports Cups recently, and they will be playing out there. Of course, there's the classic sign-up. Wow, my game sounds out really loud. Let's turn that down a little bit. That's better. They have gone for the banning picks, obviously. So Swiftblade, Puppet Master, Tremble being picked up. Silhouette, this is 3 weeks ago, obviously. Silhouette was just introduced, and she was absolutely ridiculous still back then. She's been nerfed absolutely, completely as well. But Tremble being removed, back then they obviously did not know how to deal with him. So that was a bit of an issue. Of course, you now have Amun-Ra, who I actually prefer to call Mum-Ra because the Thundercats are cool, basically introduced, and you can counter him fairly easy now with such heroes as, well, obviously those that can mana drain, such as Mage Bane, obviously, which is a perfect counter to Amun-Ra, in all honesty, because as soon as you get him below his standard half health, half mana even, and he cannot do anything then. He can't reincarnate with his ultimate, so that's really an issue. But who has been banned? Swiftblade, Puppet Master, Tremble, Wretched Hag, Silhouette, Bubbles, and Slither. Interesting combo there already. Is being cancelled out, as it is a... This would appear to be a handicap match for some bizarre reason. And so OSH, yeah, they will be playing with a handicap. This is something I did not expect to happen. Let me just look at my stats here. Team leader, yeah. I have several players in that team, but ironically, yeah, it does look like this final, which was a 300 euro final, was played as a handicap match with O'Shisal with a Chipper, Bombardier, Thunderbringer, and, well, how can you really compliment this, especially if you're versus a Torturer, pretty much the default carry, mid-carry, really, for that you would expect. Alice have been using that as well. Magnus, Initiator, beyond belief. Demented Shaman, pretty much unstoppable as well. And then Valkyrie being picked up as well. We will be going in the solo lane, so it's going to be a Magnus, Mage Bane, Demented Shaman, trial lane compared to a Chipper mid. Bombardier, I don't know really how to really call this. I'm just going to fast forward it and see how this is going to pan out, really, because that is something that I'm really curious about. Even though I'm just going to take a look at the stats here. Let's see. So yeah, basically what we're working, you can't really say anything much about this. It's already a match which has a serious handicap on the O'Shisal team, and Hellas. Well, I would personally say they got this in the pocket. However, if O'Shisal can play this properly, then they may actually be able to pull this off, because you get that additional experience on your heroes. If you can get those additional ganks up, then it's going to be definitely... I really hate it that we need to do these new installs constantly. Let's see here. Where's my scroll speed? 800 should be fine. Basically, what we're doing here in the studio is we constantly have stuff going on, being here. And basically, we have got a ton of PCs sitting on. We also have a game center, which is attached to the studio itself. Essentially, what happens, every week I walk in, and the producer's like, yep, we have to change over your broadcast PC because we kind of needed it for a cup. It's like, yeah, thanks. You need to reinstall everything again, and it couldn't figure Heroes of New York as I get the middle finger from my producer. Thanks, dude. Thanks. It's a cool story. Cool story. If you're wondering what's going on around me here, this reflex crap, well, not so much crap. It's pretty cool, actually. It's the console LAN here in Holland. They're on their fourth version. Basically, there's a award that they gave me for 0.001 cents. That's pretty cool, I guess. But in the meantime, let's take a look at these hero picks. As they actually end up go with Ophelia here with Oshishal, and that's really going to clear out a lane. So they're going to. What I'm really curious about is what we're going to see here in Chipper. Chipper actually not going mid and a solo lane in the bottom, and Bombardier. I'm really afraid that we're going to see some massive farm here, at least from the Hellas team. And look at this, Magnus already going for an early win. This is interesting, actually, to notice. This was probably before they changed the runes around. Something that I'm rather curious about. Did they... Yes, this was this before they changed the runes around? No, it wasn't. So already an early ward being set up here. That is curious. Normally these days you would really see a ward being placed a whole lot later in the match. Of course, anti-ganking strategies and all that. So that's really something to look forward to. But in the meantime, though, we do have ourselves a trial lane. No, it's actually a dual lane here from Hellas, being scouted out already by this courier. They're just wondering what is going on there. Let me just get my replay controls behind me. But yeah, it's just this Mage Bane is going around, just a little bit kicking ass, taking names, and it's going for the Bombardier. So Bombardier down there, he can't do much, really. He's going to get his levels, sure, but for the rest, can't really say much. Bottom lane, same story there. Let's take a look. Thunderbringer in the mid, actually, as Ophelia is actually in the woods on the Hellas side. Now, I would like to point out, ooh, Magnus going after this courier. And it does look like Oshishal, it may actually be losing his courier already. No, it's going to head out of there. But in the new version of HoN, basically there's a whole bunch that's been changed. Kongor, these little grass thingies, they're no longer there. Basically, if you can place a ward here, you can, as from both sides, you can basically see what is going on inside the Kongor area, as well as this ramp has been changed significantly. Basically, because in the past, if you were on the Hellborn team, you would have really easy access towards Kongor, and any fights that would take place here would generally go towards the Hellborn side, basically because of the positioning. You can get buybacks fairly easily with these towers all over the place. As the first gank already comes in, oof, with Valkyrie down, and it's on the Hellas team. So even though they are on a serious handicap already, they already managed to take the Valkyrie down. She will be teleporting back into the fray, back in towards the fray here once more. Now, I am a little bit different on my setup today. Normally, I would be in my other studio. Sadly enough, we don't have the video wall for this one. Our sponsorship with Samsung, it still hasn't come through. Subtle hint. By the way, there, producer, you may want to try a little bit harder on the finance on that one. Is that cool? Yeah, I thought as much. But in the meantime, ooh, a Bombardier. He's actually farming in the woods, and he's managed to stack up on these heroes. As Magnus already being chased down potentially in the woods, not finding Ophelia so far, and having a little bit of a slow time. Interesting to note, though, that the match itself has been very, very slow so far. Obviously, look at this. Yeah, Chipper is going to go down. Javelin comes in. He's going to get completely blocked by the creeps. Is going to come out, and Chipper is dead. Oh, there we go.
Kiss my ass.
Nice gank here. Was not really anything I could do about it. Trial lane setups are basically impossible with the handicap setup. And even though Magnus with that stun, double stun there, there's not much you can do with Chipper. There's no real escape ability on Chipper. Maybe you can go for a tar toss, sure, but that will only slow the enemy. And in all honesty, that does not really help you much altogether. In the meantime, though, let's take a look at these stats. What's going on there? Yeah, Thunderbringer already in a pickle. Has he managed to... Oh, he's going to... needs to get it. There we go. Ophelia actually trying to get the Torturer down. He needs to hurry up. Nature's Wrath not really doing too much there. Gold per minute so far seems to be really decent on Chipper, even though he's already managed to die once. But Torturer trying to agonize and bump right here. We see here, yeah, that could be the gank here. And Ophelia goes down. Nicely done, but Torturer in the counter. Thunderbringer takes her down. And the score is 2-2. Even with that handicap, that is pretty decent, even though I am not expecting this match to take very, very long at all. Now, if you're wondering, yes, I have a little thingy here. I have a little box. It's the Wonders of Production that show exactly what is going on in the studio. Hey, guys, I'm at home. Let's go on. Let's wave a little bit. But we got, we got a fairly big room going on here with this LAN that's going on here tomorrow. But there's a lot of stuff already. Oh, look at this. People are whispering at me. I really don't want to have that. I have to remove that shortly in the overlays. Again, it's so annoying with these new installs. Still, though, Thunderbringer on low mana, and he still has not had the opportunity to get himself a bottle. And that is really not going to help. Does Torture have a bottle? Yes, he does. No problem there. And for a final, I have to say, this is pretty annoying. Because Torture is just going to get the agonizing bonds. And even though Ophelia does try to get the gank here, you need to get the hell out of there. That would be a big loss already. But in combination with the mana battery, has no issues there. And gets out of there. And meanwhile, Chipper could be in a bit of a pickle. Because there come the rockets. Javelin! Or Demented Shaman doing anything there? Whoa, unlucky on that Javelin. Even though Chipper has a lot of, yeah, here we go. Chipper's going to go down. One more should be enough. And there we go. Chipper down. No problem. The handicap rings in. And in honesty, I think I could have picked a better game for this one. For this final. But I'm going to man through. I'm going to man it all up. Power through like I should. And really play it through. In the meantime, though, see what's going on. We still have Thunderbringer in the middle. Does he have his bottle? Finally managed to get himself a bottle. And after 6 minutes, only on level 5. Now, there's been no warding going on whatsoever from either side. And even though Torture is going to get himself the Illusionary Rune, Ophelia is going to be in a... Oh! Ophelia is in a bunch of trouble because here comes Magnus, as well as the Demented Shaman. Let's see if she's going to get out of there. I hope for her case that she is, but I doubt it. There we go! That is going to be curtains for Ophelia. As she dies, agonizing bonds come in. And at the same time, the entire range of the Hellas team comes in to unleash the fury upon the souls of the... oh, that's the wrong week. Of the Ualan team. And that is really going to be difficult. Now, in honesty, I know you guys are sitting here like, oh my god, this guy's horrible. Yeah, well, this game does not really allow me to do anything. And sadly enough, at this point, I don't have anybody to talk to over the Skype, considering the person in question that I was supposed to dual cast with is sadly currently unavailable. He's in London. He's doing something for Alienware. It's one of those things that is interesting. I got a lot of friends that do multiple gigs. Meanwhile, Magnus in a bit of a pickle here for this Bombardier. Is there... No, there's no ward up here. The question of Magnus moving in. Ready to go. Does he have any backup? It does not appear to be the case. Chipper, in the meantime, on the other side of the map, is just tower hugging. And versus these 5, there's not much he can do. Full control, once again, goes to the Hellas team. Oh, look. It's Ophelia, and she's dead. And it does look like Bombardier is going to go down, too. Oh, that is... No, even though Thunderbringer comes in with a little bit of spam. Does get Bombardier down. Even though Magnus may be able to do something here. Thunderbringer is going to go down as well. There we go. And Torture, once again, as that carry, that mid intelligence carry, that needs so much farm to run, does so well. 5 kills already at the 10th minute marker. Feeder being called out. Rather cute on that one. Still, though, at this point, yeah, there's not really much that Shees can do. rather than just waiting for Hellas to finish it off quickly. Trying to get these towers down, and I believe week number 3 was a 200 Euro Cup for the final. Winner takes all. A winner takes all cup, and that right there is just stuff that is just annoying. But look at his Mage Bane, level 8. He's got himself vestments. I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, he's just getting himself some more items. He's gonna go for a helm of the Black Legion, getting more tank. Is not going to have too much problem. And Ophelia so far only running with level 2 command. No, she's not getting too many here. Too many. We've got a Vagabond leader right here. That will be a nice addition. Or this Ice Ogre. Ice Ogre, by the way, is great to use if you're Puppet Master and if you're farming in the woods. Even though at the same time it does look like Chipper is in a big trouble. Magnus is going to go down at this rate. Yes, he will. Even though Steam Bath is not going to help him out. Bombs are a little bit too much. Demented Shaman as trying to get the hell out of there. There we go, Vagabond leader, as he says. Already going out. The Chipper, man, Agonizing Bonds are really ridiculously strong, if you ask me. And Torture is going to be in a real pain. Here come the Shawblade Showdown. Torture is going to go down at this rate. There come the missiles. Not going to happen. So close. Oh, nice save once again here by the Valkyries. The Javelin comes in just in time. And it does look like Thunderbringer barely goes down. Barely makes it, actually. My apologies. And Valkyrie, sure, she's going to get a stun on her, but she'll be able, no, she's not going to live. Unless Demented Shaman. There we go. Nicely done. Getting the ability on there. Unbreakable. My apologies on that one. I haven't seen Demented Shaman in a while. Obviously, deathing a killing blow. Well, that's nice. I'm going to give you 150 health instead. And that right there was a really good thing for a Valkyrie to have. And so she once again going in there. And yeah, Leap will do it. And those oh my god, so low on health. That was all the way down to 12 health on that one on Valkyrie. And so close. So close again. Score, meanwhile, is 5-12. Experienced in a minute for Thunderbringer, 303. But it's not going to do much because we got a Torturer and a Mage Bane. And Mage Bane is just farming like crazy. Look at this. He has got himself so much gold already. Well, 120 gold, sure, but slowly but steadily. And it doesn't really matter because Bentham Shaman gets to get himself unbreakable on him just in time, even though Chipper is going to go down. One more shot should do it. There we go. Magnus picks up that one. Thunderbringer still going around trying to kick ass and take names, but Agonizing Bonds is going to be too much. As Demented Shaman once again shows exactly why Unbreakable is such a ridiculous skill to get. Because the nuke from the Thunderbringer decided to come in, but it was not enough. As well, it was more than enough, but yeah, well, Unbreakable, right? 150 health on you, just like that. In Mage Bane country, as it is already called. In the meantime, though, I believe in the new version of the map, there is an additional ramp in here. I believe there's been a ramp added here on the Legion side. I am not entirely sure, because this particular matchup is slightly boring, if you ask me. Very one-sided. So I may as well just take a look at the changes of the new version of the game. So it would appear that there's been a lot of changes on some characters, actually. Remember when Engineer got changed over? Yeah, Engineer is still pretty crap, sure. He's still a ranged hero, sure, but his farm is so bad. His attack animations are pretty terrible, if you ask me. It's just not going to happen too much. There we go. Thunderbringer going down. But yeah, it's just Engineer is just a really curious thing. His control ability was taken away in favor for the bombs, or at least the mines, the spider mines. And sure, in combination with a Pebbles throw, it was a pretty cool thing to do, but it's not really applicable. And now it would appear that Tree Eye has been removed from from a keeper forest in favor of what in Dota were the treants. And basically, he's basically a different version of, basically an interesting version of Wild Soul, pretty much, or a War Beast for that matter, because you can just get a whole bunch of treants and just push lanes like crazy. And in the past, you could really consider Tree to be really, really tanky. He has some of the highest strength in the game by default, but in all, it's a little bit awkward because his ultimate was the only reason why it was really worth it. Is really together with the, because it's a stun, it's a massive AoE stun like Tempest or very similar to maybe something along the line of Zephyr, even though that's not really a stun, if anything. But still, oh, Torture is so low, going down. But yeah, it's just like, that was one of those things. It's been removed with, Rare Nature's Veil is basically, there was the camouflage, which has been removed. Strength has been reduced, actually, to 3. To 25 from 27, so it should be reworked slightly. So attack speed has been changed. He's been, en route is what it is called, the treants these days. And Silhouette obviously being completely and utterly nerfed. There was a lot of whining about that on the forums about Silhouette being way too strong, and she was way, way too strong. Her abilities were just absolutely astoundingly ridiculous compared to some of the other heroes in the game. Now, I know Amon-Ra is pretty powerful as well, sure, but what can you really say about him? It's only a question of time till he gets reworked, as they say. So basically, that is something to take a look at. In the meantime, though, it's 8-16, and I still don't see it happening. And we still have the Hellas team has managed to take at least one tower down. Magebane on the other high side has really, we already have a concede coming in. This is not really going anywhere. Magebane, there's the Helm of the Black Legion as predicted. Let's take a look at the items as well. Gnome's Wisdom. Torture on a complete mana boost build. You normally would see something along the lines of, something that has a little bit more damage. Demented Shaman probably is running runes the entire game, even though it's not really necessary in a game like this, where it's just complete and utter crap. As a team fight, well, it's not going to go anywhere. Torture is going to go down, which is rather curious. Valkyrie down as well, almost down as well, my apologies. But at what cost? Ophelia down. And again, the ultimate does come in from the Thunderbringer. Does manage to take down the Demented Shaman. Torture did go down in that little onslaught. But in the meantime, Magebane is already on his way to get a Frostburn. He's got himself a Firebrand. And he will slowly but steadily work up to get his additional items. And he's going to rush in there completely and utterly annihilate because he's level 12. He's 2 levels up from both Chipper as well as the Thunderbringer. They're still out in the field, but it's only a question of time to figure out where they are. Oh, well, they're right there. Never mind. Back to the pool, the fountain you go. Torture still. Look at his build. He's going to get himself... he's just going to be ridiculous. He's just looking to get himself some more stuff. Yeah, he's... that could be many things, actually. Greater Totem. Let's take a look at this, what it could be. Yeah, another Gnome's Wisdom or Tablet of Command, obviously. It gives you that ability to escape with something that Torture cannot do very easily. Obviously, it has a stun, sure, but it does not really have a dedicated. It doesn't really have a dedicated escape technique. Even though Magebane is still looking to go around there. Thank you for the flashings there, producer. Yeah, our producer recently got some new stuff from our sponsor, which is MedianShot.nl. We got a lot of stuff from them. Even though Magebane is on the verge of getting completely and utterly owning. Look at this, Ophelia being annihilated with not much effort. You got that Firebrand, you got that Helm of the Black Legion, and the Vestments going after Thunderbringer. Now he's not going to be able to do much. Can he get the stun in? Not going to be able to do so. Even though I do like this. He managed to get the he managed to get the mana burn off on the chipper, and that's really going to hurt his ability to do the Saw-Bite Showdown. Especially if you consider that is really one of the better ways to farm for him in the later part of the game. But look at this, he's just raging through these creeps like they weren't even there. On the other hand, let's see, yeah, magic vestments for everybody. I think even Portal Key on Magnus, pretty standard stuff. Valkyrie, he's got himself a refresher even. Sustainer in this game, my apologies. Doombringer soon. Yes. Doombringer is absolutely a great item to have. Magnus in the meantime, yeah, he's just gearing up. He's got 45 seconds to get his ultimate ready. There's still a little bit of action. Looks like Magebane is going to be primaried soon. He's hanging about a tower. Maybe get himself a Brutalizer or something along those lines. That would be cool. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case. Gotta get the hell out of there. And I've had a whole lot of discussions about people wanting to know whether or not blinking abilities are cool in this game. Like Silhouette had a blinking ability in her shadow, technically. Here we go. It's just such a great escape technique. Oh, Magebane, you're so low! Down to 30 health. There comes Palm. And again, gets out of there. Oh, again, only 20 health. So close. What an escape on that one. Too close for comfort. And that blink, yeah, sure, you can't blink on Wretched Hag. You can blink on Magebane. It's really the way their characters work, sure. But it can be so annoying if you're trying to get away. In the meantime, though, it could be the Mythic Shaman is looking to maybe get himself a... Yeah. I'm a little bit in the middle about this still. Yeah, maybe a Astrolobe, perhaps. Could be a possibility. Even though an additional health on him. Not so much something you want to have. You already have your ability. You already got your slow. Not that it's that good. Look at this. Magebane already well underway. And if he's actually going to farm up towards a... I would not actually be surprised if he's going to get himself a Cauldrus. How much money does he have? 350. Still, though. Hi, Breaky. No, I don't think Breaky's going to see this. Although I'll probably just give him a shout out at DreamHack when I see him. We're going to be driving out there next week. It's going to be a long drive over to Jönköping. But in the meantime, though, yeah, this match is really not going anywhere anytime soon. Hi, Dopers. Plants. I do appreciate your plants. Here we go. We got some plants. Put some green out in our... Just a little bit of contrast on our little set. Still, though, Ophelia, sure. Yeah, she's trying to go for an Astrolobe, sure, but she's not going to have too much. She gets her boots. She got herself a shield, but she needs that 900 gold. And at this rate, she's got about 500. She's going to go down. And all that gold is gone once again. Completely and utterly annihilated. Such a shame. Look at this farm. Valkyrie is not even caring at this rate. They got his bash on this tower. Magnus is there. Demented Shaman is there. They're going to just completely and utterly try to destroy this tower, even though Magebane once again barely gets out of there with his hide intact. That is rather cool, if you ask me. And quickly look at the outpost. Was the outpost? No, it wasn't the outpost, was it? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Where the hell is the secret shop on this thing? They removed the secret shop from this window. That's nice. And still, it's a new shop, I guess. So can we find it under? Oh yes, they put it under this. Okay. So yeah, right now we're just waiting for it was Geomancers. I knew it was something like that. So Magebane basically unstoppable now. Helm of the Black Legion, Geomancers, and that sort of thing. On the other hand, Bombardier is going around, got himself a glowstone. Early workings of that Staff of the Master, which is really the bread and butter of the Bombardier. Get his ultimate so much better, but it's just not gonna happen. It is just not going to happen anytime soon. And it is such a shame. It is such a shame to see this going in this grand final. Of course, it's been played for a while ago, but there's not much you can say. Sure, Bombardier, Glowstone will give you that additional mana pool, etc., but your Torture, yeah, there he is, the Tablet of Command, as predicted. And a Mage Bane with a Geo. And we even have Valkyrie going on, and they're just pushing the main lane now. It's only a question of time. They're still, yeah, it should be over fairly soon. As right now, yeah, the Oshisha is team. They know it's coming. They know it's coming right now in the very near future, as they're just waiting here, ready to go. Why a war there? Here comes the Geo, and the gank comes in on the Thunderbringer. Can they get it, or just going to rage on towards the defense tower? Yes, it looks like they're going to be on the tower, getting as much damage in there as possible they can. And there comes the ultimate from the Magnus. He's going to take down this Thunderbringer right there. Nicely done on the blink as Ophelia so low indeed. The Demented Shaman's not going to get any damage in there, and the explosives from Mage Bane not going to be too much damaging either. But this defense tower is going to go down, and then it's time for Rax. They actually backdoor. No, they did not manage to backdoor it. So, but these explosives from the Bombardier, like the sticky bomb, it's just not going to help much. He just, yeah, like you've got they got the vestments on there. Look at this. You got a Geo, they got vestments. They got so much tank from both physical as well as magical defense. There's not much they can do against this. And now the range back is going to go down. This lane is completely screwed. It's not going to go anywhere. And this match was. Well, this match finished up a long time ago. As very shortly, I'm probably going to have to collect my car and move it down. And Mage Bane's like, yep, got to farm some more. Just a little bit more. All right, so legendary items have they been put on there. So it's a new shop. They've revamped it slightly with the new GUI. Basically, what they did is they removed the secret shop, and they moved all of the items to the fountain or the either pool, which is kind of cool, I guess. Put your wards in here and make it a lot easier for your support heroes. Your Demented Shaman, your Glacius, etc., etc. And that's really cool. And they moved everything else down here. So you can basically buy everything you would ever need, like a Dancing Blade for your wing bow, etc., etc. Just back at the pool. But it does take a little bit of strategy away, I'm afraid. Just a little bit. Because you don't have the risk anymore that you need to go towards the secret shop. As it does appear that the Torture is going to go down on this one. And I don't think that the Magnus is going to survive very long either. The Demented Shaman is there. Could not get Unbreakable on there, which is a real shame. Needs to get Unbreakable on them now. Not going to happen. Valkyrie's still there. Can she do the call? Doesn't look like she's going to be able to. No, not at all. And that's going to put the Torture out of the play. But the Mage Bane is still there. And he is going to be very, very devastating, especially on this lane. And look at that. Whispering Elm can just dominate any lane she wants. He wants, my apologies. Camp up as soon as this creep wave is down. There's the Geo. As the guy was about to say. He's going to take this tower down. This match is pretty much played. And around right there is going to be completely it. Now my setup in there is a little bit different now. I don't have my table in the front here, which is a real shame. So that's something you can't do anything about. But right now, yeah, they're just sitting in the pit. The goal of the minute. Look at this. Ophelia, 539. So much farm. And she still does not have enough gold to buy her. She's still 400 gold away from the Astrolabe. One kill will be enough here on the Valkyrie. But Unbreakable is coming to gun again. Nature's Wrath is not going to take down Valkyrie. It's not going to pass go, and it's not going to take it down. Here comes the bomb. Not going to happen. Nicely done. Thunderbringer is complete and utter toast. Nicely done, and the Valkyrie barely gets out. Did not even have to throw her Javelin, as that was still on cooldown. And this lane, just like the lane at the bottom, where our good old friend the Mage Bane was just hanging out earlier, is completely and utterly screwed to hell. Magnus with the ult. Completely and utterly useless. Well, mega creeps it is. Jay, we can believe. That's a cute little javelin, I guess. Oh, in the fountain as well. Torture showing it how it's done. Cannot even use the ultimate on that one. Even all the mana is gone. But the pit, well, there's the World Tree. It is down and out. Farm, farm, farm. Hellas is going to take this one and win 200 cold card smackers into their bucket. I have to apologize. This match was definitely not the most amusing one to do at all, and I really didn't expect it to be like this. Especially considering I did not really see it coming that it would be a handicap game, which is a real shame. Sure. Yeah, there's not really anything you can say about this. It's Curb Stomp. A 38-minute and 56 seconds Curb Stomp. The World Tree is going to go down. The World Tree is toast. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it. In all honesty, today's test stream, which is basically this one, I can consider this a success. Even though the match itself, horribly boring. I was not able to get in anything because, well, any team fights were abysmal, to say the least. That's really what you get with these team matches. It's just not going to help. It's just no fun. It is not cool. And in all honesty, an interesting replay? Sure. Interesting. A good replay? Not really. Not really. Damn shame that a final had to end like this. But in the meantime, though, I'm going to sign off here. My name is Matt Hoving, live from the Chaos Studios, made possible by MediaOnShop.nl. Hope you enjoyed it. All our 3 viewers, I guess, because we did not announce anything like this on our advertising thing. And I know one guy, 6 viewers, 6 whole viewers. I'm sure that all the power in the world is going to enjoy that. But be sure to tune in tomorrow for Reflex GT number 4. It's going to be Black Ops. Last time was the world's first Black Ops tournament. We have 23 teams, I believe. 23 teams, I believe. 23 teams going to be up here tomorrow. It's going to be 23 teams of 4. So math skills enabled. 80-something players are going to be out here on the floor to play Black Ops. I'm going to be joined by 2 other commentators on this very, very same couch. And be sure to check in for that. It's going to be a lot of games, a lot of commentaries over a 2-day period. And be sure to check us out on the Justin TV. As recently, I believe it's now on Twitch TV, if I'm not completely mistaken. It's on both. Fair enough. In the meantime, though, I want to wish you all a good fight, and most definitely, good fight. And S2, get those servers up, please. Good games.